Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blue Ridge Adventurer's Guild. My name is Dustin Bays, and I am joined today by my good friends Maddie Fuller, Nate Oulette, and Dr. Andy Roark. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Today is a very special episode because we have a very special guest. He is an improviser, podcast producer, and writer in Chicago. He has hosts of the podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern and Hey Riddle. Everyone, please welcome Adal Rifai.
Hey. Thank you. Deep bow.
Welcome.
We're so glad to have you, Adal. Thanks for joining us today in our little ragtag adventure group.
Me throwing roses at you. Me throwing roses at you.
I'm allergic.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry,
He's
me
so
throwing
gracious.
rosé at you. Me throwing rosé at you.
So sticky.
Rosé is just vase juice, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They take the Miracle Grow water and they just kind of like let that sit for a little while.
Okay.
And that's how they get rosé.
Right.
It's why
And
it's
you
so
would-
good for your heart.
You wouldn't lie to me, right?
It's
Oh,
the
no,
one
never,
that makes
never,
me
never.
think of a box, like a cardboard box. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, box wine has come a long way.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, when you say rosé, I'm thinking box wine with a,
box wine
a
rosé.
silver bladder that you can pull out.
Slap in the bag.
Best.
Yeah,
I like that, like, maybe 15 years ago, box wine people would have been like, what is that, a Bob Dylan song? But now it's a thing.
Now it's a way of life.
But now it's just
Yeah.
a way of life.
Yeah.
Box wine.
Fantastic, Adal. We're so glad to have you. We're gonna turn it over to our amazing DM, Dr. Andy Roark, and let's kick it off. Let's play some D&D.
Woo.
Welcome, everybody, to the town of Cinder. Cinder is a mountain town at the heart of a magical gold rush. Earthquakes over the last few years have unearthed treasures, temples, and wonders that had been lost to the ages. And that is what's going on in the town of Cinder. You guys are on the outskirts of town, and you have come together, a pack of mercenaries known by the moniker the Horde. Let's go ahead and introduce characters.
I'll go ahead and kick it off. Hey guys, name's Svir. I'm a deep gnome, but most people just think I'm a goblin, and it's neither here nor there. I'm a monk. I like fighting. I like punching, and for the past indeterminate amount of time, I've been living with my best friend Amari and my dog Skaarf.
I'm Amari, but I still have problems with you calling me your best friend. Anyway, I am an elf grave cleric, and I am devoted to Anubis. Some would say a little bit more than is normal. But they don't know what they're talking about. But that's pretty much all you need to know about me.
And I am Skaarf. Though I may seem like a dog to some, what I want everyone to know is I am actually a great champion. I am one who defeats my foes and takes them down with ease. I do also enjoy head pats.
Ooh, my name is Zach Maghical. I'm a bit of a healing cleric. I am a Lightfoot halfling. If you had to, sword to my head, I'm a Lightfoot halfling. I'm about 4 foot soaking wet. I like to always have on a suit and a tie. I always like to look my best. I guess I'm a little bit dapper. I'm very, very, I like to keep everything very sanitary, very, very clean shaven, I'm very anxious if there's anything sort of dirty around, anything gross and icky around, but I'm okay with the sight of blood. And I'm aiming for maybe a higher station at life, but for now I'm happy to heal where I can. But I also have bigger aspirations and dreams.
You're a city halfling.
Yes, that's right.
It sounds like we have 2 monks in the party.
You guys have responded to a call. The call was pretty basic. It said, find my wife, bring her home, or bring her killers to justice. That was the job that was put out in the mercenary network. You guys have responded to the job. You went to the address, and you were standing outside the Dragon Horde and Pawn. It's a pea green and yellow building. It's 1 story, thick iron bars on the windows. There's like a wooden porch around the outside, and there's this weird stain that looks suspiciously like blood, but it's just so big that you probably couldn't be blood because it's so big, but but maybe. And,
I feel like this is very common. Like typically, I'll knock on a restaurant door and I'll be like, "Hey, is my wife here? And if not, can you bring her killers to justice?"
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I haven't seen her in an hour.
I feel like quest boards are like Twitter, where you've got like 140 characters to kind of lay down a lot of backstory.
And I love quest boards is one of the best drummers of all time. in this world. In this world.
Yeah. Yes. I agree. Across the street, there's the brittle knife. It's a blacksmith shop you guys are familiar with. This place is so cheap, you would never buy anything from it. It's notoriously crappy blacksmith work. And next door is the Golden Sunday Tavern, which is, it looks like a boarded up, shut down, abandoned building, except that the door is open. And there are people who are just sitting on the ground in front of it drinking. And it's about noon. So yeah, that's what's going on around you. But yeah, you guys are standing outside the Dragon Horde and Pawn, and that is the address of the quest board pointing you to.
Ew. I am not going inside.
Come on, man. It's always nicer than we expect it to be.
I can tell by the look in these heathens' eyes that every one of them has consumption, and I just don't have the energy today.
Do they have nice rosy cheeks?
Oh yes, rosacea as well.
They really need to see a doctor.
If we can just hurry this up, the buffet at Golden Sunday Tavern starts around 11, and it's gonna be my one meal for the day.
I've also been looking for a new bed. Svir and Amari have taken mine from me, and so now I've been sleeping on the cold floor. And this seems like a place for me to find somewhere to sleep.
I suppose.
Well, we should. Here, I'll go knock on the door. Or it's a pawn shop.
It's
we
a
can
store.
Just go, right?
Oh, at least put on a glove.
Here, I'll.
Don't rap with your bare knuckles.
Does anybody? I mean, how fresh does this puddle of blood look?
Oh, it looks old.
You seem so hesitant to say puddle of blood.
Well, because I was like puddle of mud, like the band. Puddle
in this
of blood.
world, in this world, yes.
Yeah, puddle of blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Puddle
It's
of mud
old
and
crusty.
quest board are the two big acts.
Quest board is the drummer for puddle of blood.
Puddle of blood. So it's old and crusty. Probably does not belong to the lady.
That Skaarf's standing right there. You don't have to talk about him like that.
I mean, he is also old and crusty.
Damn, shots fired.
It's fair. Most times shots have been fired at me, but I'm able to shake it off because I know the truth. I am old and
Gets
crusty.
crusty on everyone.
The door to the pawn shop swings open as Svir nudges it, and there is a coiffed human or a half-orc man standing across the store behind the counter. He's got a red velvet cape on. He's got a thick black beard, a slick back black hair. He has a cigar in his fingers, and he says, "Hello. Welcome to the Dragon Horde and Pawn. Come on in. What can I help you with today?"
Oh, a southern man. I love how coiffed your hair is. And speaking of, it's about noon, but do you have any coffee left?
I do. It is over here on my personal care items. And as you take stock of the store, you look around, and this is your standard adventuring pawn shop. You know, there's like cheap armor that you would not wear into battle unless you absolutely had to. There is there's broke like kind of secondhand weapons. There is frayed ropes and climbing. There's a grappling hook that looks like it might have been good at some time. There's a bunch of musical instruments, and they all kind of have nicks, and a lot of them have blood on them, presumably from bards who have died in adventures in the area. The big music selection is here. A lot of jewelry, things that you could be nice. You'd have to really get in and look.
Good sir, I don't mean to disparage your wares, but this sword seems to have the blade facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's pointing inward from the hilt.
Well, that is the self defense sword that that came out of the mountains very recently. Now, I will tell you, our guarantee is on the craftsmanship of the sword, not on the outcome of the battle. Do you understand?
Well, this makes sense because everyone's worst enemy is their self. So a sword that stabs inward is smart to have.
Well, it would be. I mean, there's lots of things that you can use it for. You could give it to your enemies. You could, if you were someone who drew power from pain, perhaps it would be a good sword for you to have.
And Zach takes out a bag of coin and he goes, "Yes, I will take one of these terrible swords and give it to the stupidest man I know."
I think that you will enjoy this, and I think that you will have many hours of pleasure in its use.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Come on in. Have a look around. We have one of these, and he pulls a wand from behind the counter, and he said, "This is the Dragon Horde Wand of Magic Missile. If you are into long range attacks, things like that."
Sir, may I return this sword? I think I bought too hastily. I didn't realize there was still items behind the counter.
Oh yes. Oh, I will do a fair exchange for you for the self-stabbing sword.
I feel like a fool. I feel like I ordered a meal before the waiter read the specials.
Now, I will tell you again, I guarantee only that there is a magic missile in this wand, and that it will come out when called upon, and that is no guarantees beyond that.
So, does it ever recharge, or is it only one magic missile?
I said that there is a wand of magic missile. And I make no promises beyond that.
Okay, well, good sir, I will be keeping my sword. Never mind it. Yes, I think this.
I promise you can use that sword more than once. I make no promises about my magic missile wand. I also have boiled peanuts.
Oh, I would love some.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'll take. That's 2 boiled peanuts. But, and you don't happen to have Puddle of Blood live from Cinder Stadium 86 album? I've been looking for it for a while.
You can see our music selection. And as you look at the music selection, there are, again, mostly bard instruments, lutes, mandolins, guitars, things like that. There's a bagpipe over there. There is you don't know what this is, but there are 8-track tapes that someone brought in at some point. But yeah, they're definitely there.
And sir, I guess I should ask, since you were so specific about the wand and the one missile, when you say boiled peanuts, you mean legumes and not a bunch of children and their dog?
No,
because I watch what I eat, and I will not be eating boiled children.
Oh, you are clever. You are clever. Mussels.
Oh, thank you.
Bring out the high quality boiled peanuts for our friends. And this guy who looks like the most he looks like the cross between Seth Rogen and Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. Pushes out the boiled peanut cauldron.
Sorry, I'm just going to need a minute to keep this in my mind's eye. It keeps fading in and out. Seth Rogen.
I'm trying to think of the voice. It is like
Seth Rogen paired with Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime.
He's like this. He's like this roided out Seth Rogen, like fuzzy brown hair, fuzzy brown beard, kind of a goofy, yeah. And he is shoveling boiled peanuts into little white paper bags for you guys to have. Behind him, you can see into the back, and there is a man on a stool. He's actually a gnome. He's about 3 feet tall. He's about the same size as Zach, and he's got these massive goggles on his head, and he seems to be tinkering away on some metal piping, copper tubes, and cauldrons and things like that. What?
Before we get, deep into our bags of boiled peanuts, why are we here again? To find...
Oh, we're supposed to find somebody's wife, and then bring them to justice. That's not any of you guys, is it?
Oh, are you here? Oh, you're here for the quest. Oh, yes. Yes.
How do you know about it?
Well, this is my wife that I need to have found. What do I
which
know
one
about?
of them is your wife here? It's your. I got you. Okay, I understand. Sorry, I misunderstood.
I need you to find my wife, Singer Duke. My name. Let me begin at the beginning. My name is Kane Duke. I am the owner and proprietor here at the Dragon Horde Pawn. I love my wife. Her name is Singer. She is the light of my life. She is my world. Look over here. Do you see this statue? And there's a statue, and it is modeling some of the jewelry, and she's sort of standing there, fingers up, with different rings on. He goes, "That is my wife, Singer. I had that statue made of her."
Sir, I have found your wife. She is right here.
That is not my wife. That is a statue of my wife.
You said that this is your
Amari,
wife.
do you have any spells that can reanimated, petrified people?
Not if... Was this at one point a person?
No, that
Did you
was
petrify
never-
your own wife?
I hired a dwarf to make me that statue. That is not my
What is
wife.
the dwarf's name? Maybe the dwarf has your wife.
And I have to say, it is a relief to hear you had this statue made of your wife, because it would be so weird to just find it.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. It's a very specific statue to come upon in the wilderness.
Yes.
No,
Or even worse, in somebody else's house. Like someone comes in and is like, I got this statue of my mistress. Don't need it anymore.
yes.
Gonna pawn this off.
If I had a gold coin for every time I found a statue of my wife in someone else's house,
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you wouldn't be picking up anything from the questing board. That's
no, I'd be made. I'd have it made.
The only time I enjoy statues of my wife are when I am sitting around and eating my plate of my favorite meal, borats.
Oh, yes.
Very
Anyway, so when was the last time you saw her?
Who was the last time?
Who was the last time? Why was the last time you
Where
saw
was the last time?
Okay, there's
Yes,
a lot
have you
of questions
retraced your
coming.
steps with the last time you have seen your...
Quickly, sir, answer. The longer she's gone, the more likely it is she's dead.
Well, I mean, I have to say, unfortunately, we are past the 48-hour window of opportunity for finding her that I have heard is so important.
I'm afraid that most wives who are not found in the first 40 hours will not be found.
Well, I have heard that as well, but did we use a quest board system? That seems to take an exorbitant amount of time.
Well, you got to get the birds to put the quests onto the board, and it can be very difficult. If you didn't pull the bird from the board, they can have a hard time finding.
Oh, they're very nonplussed when I pushed them to put up this. I said, it's a matter of life and death, and they said, the Buttermilk Ranch is under attack, and I said, I do not care. My wife is missing.
You, sir, talk like a walking gazebo, and I mean that in a good way.
I will choose to take that as a compliment, and I will tell you because you seem to be my last hope. No one else has answered my call for help. My wife, Singer Duke, she disappeared about 3 days ago. That would be 72 hours in our time. And I have not seen her since. I went looking for her, and I have asked all around town, mostly next door at the Golden Sunday Tavern, where they tell me they saw her going into the swampland to the east.
The swampland on 50th Street or the swampland on 12th Street?
The swampland on 12th Street, but farther out. Not the swampland you're thinking of, the swampland farther out. She was headed... She was She was headed towards the center of the swamp, towards the Marsh Tower.
Oh, and I'm sorry, and still on 12. Is that swampland or Ray's original swampland?
This is the Stump Hole Swamp. Do you know that was past Ray's original swamp into Stump Hole Swamp? The Ray's is in the city. Stump Hole Swamp is in the county.
Gotcha. And what did Singer do for a living?
Singer was my wife professionally.
That sucks to hear.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure
she was
told
wonderful at the pawn business.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see why maybe she's not around anymore.
I have an inkling of where she might be in a better situation for the most
Do
part.
you have any idea why she would even venture towards the swamp?
I do not. Look around you. Behold the kingdom that belonged to Singer Duke.
I don't need to look really hard, but why? What? Do you have any enemies?
I
why?
do not.
Oh,
Perhaps I should have better guarded myself.
maybe her.
The word on the street is there is an evil wizard living in the swamp. He's in the Marsh Tower down in Stump Hole Swamp. His name is Azul Photocopy. Are you familiar with this dark force of nature?
No.
No.
I've
I
spent
do
many
not
times-
know if he is to blame.
I've heard of this guy. He's very black and white. There's not a lot of range with this dude.
I can imagine, good sir, that when we find him, it is going to be impossible to get him to work.
If you just slap him on the side a couple of times and he'll do whatever you want. You know, it just takes a little nudging. You got to know how to work him.
Have you met this Azul Photocopy?
I have not. I do not know this man. I have only heard that he is a twisted soul living in a sunken tower. And by sunken, I don't mean submerged. I mean the resale value on the property has gone down since the flooding of the area. But anyway, there apparently is a tower. It's a watchtower that's well known in the area, in this swamp that he lives in. And my wife was headed in that direction. And that is what I've heard from the most reliable sources I can acquire.
And these are the Sunday Tavern. You heard all this at the
These are the people sitting on the ground and drinking outside.
Gosh.
They are a reliable source of information.
They know what
sometimes.
they know.
They know that you are right. So I have a question. Is this wizard attractive?
I have not met this person.
Okay, there's no reason why I asked that. You guys, I think that she left him for the...
Yes,
What did you say?
I think, sorry, we're whisper talking. I think she probably was cheating with this wizard and finally saw her
I bet.
chance to run away and be with him.
I bet he's one of those sad, self-hating types, you know?
Yes,
how
yes.
sometimes the really, really smart ones, because I guess wizards are smart or whatever. But
Yes.
sometimes they, hate themselves. Oh, I'm so smart.
Yes.
And then, so women love that.
Yes. What? Let's help this woman out, cover up for her. Yeah. Let's just bring back a scarecrow to this idiot and say, we found your wife. There's no helping her.
It seems we could bring
And
back
you
a
can give
statue.
him- you can
Another
give him that-
statue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bring it. Let's turn a scarecrow into a statue and say, we're so sorry to tell you that and we're done in just a second. We're so sorry to tell you, we found your wife in the swamp and she's a statue.
She's no more. And then give him his sword back. Be like, the only way you're going to get to see her is to rejoin her in the afterlife.
Yes,
and then
yes,
you give him
yes.
the sword.
Yes.
This is perfect for me. There's death in it anyway, so, my boyfriend Anubis will be very pleased. So let's go.
Yeah, we'll just fuck off at the tavern for 4 to 6 hours, and then we'll come back.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Good. So we're heading to the swamps, but just a quick detail. We have exact twins who are in town as well. You might see them milling about or drinking. There's no need for concern, and if you try and talk to them, they will not know you. Good day.
Okay. I
Slam
will
of the
await
door. Door falls down. Entire building falls down.
We'll fix that later. You can put it on our tab.
Muscles, reassemble the front door, please. It's falling down again.
Can I wait for everybody to leave for a sec? And I want to approach the owner.
Yes, how can I help you?
I am looking for something that I have read about.
Yes.
Have you heard of denim jeans?
I have. They
You
are
have a pair.
I do. Come with me, and I will
See,
show
I'm
you
a big
my
fan
swords.
of the Christian Greyhawk series, 50 Shades of Greyhawk. And in them, he has a pair of jeans that allow him to dominate his foes.
So
I have some
just so
lookies.
I can confirm what I'm hearing here, you would like a pair of blue jeans of domination?
I would love a pair of blue jeans of domination.
I will make you a deal. I do not trust your friends, but I trust you. You bring me my wife. Bring me my wife. Or bring me news of her whereabouts. And I will give you blue jeans of domination.
That is a deal I am willing to make.
All right.
And once Skaarf leaves, Zach finds a way to go, a reason to go back inside. I think I forgot my sword. Pardon me while I go back inside. Good sir, please lower your voice while you talk to me.
Yes, of course.
Do you have any technical vests?
I absolutely. Do you like them camouflaged or not camouflaged?
Ooh, I've never thought about it. I mean, if you have camouflage tech vests, I believe I would prefer that.
I do have camouflage. Do you like hand crossbow pockets or no hand crossbow pockets?
No, Grand Grove pockets.
I do. I have exactly what you need.
Oh, very good. If I find your wife, and I may not find your wife, I require one tech vest in payment.
I will give you this one camouflage technical vest without hand crossbow pockets.
Are you holding it right now? I can't tell.
I have it, and I will have it for you.
Thank you, good sir. I found my sword, rejoining the party.
Yes.
It's
So-
so weird. Just left your sword in there.
I have forgotten my sword plenty of times. Do not let their mean comments get to you.
All right, you guys. Everybody ready to head down? Everybody ready to head down to the Stump Hole Swamp?
Yes.
All right, it's late in the day as you arrive at Stump Hole Swamp, which is well outside of town. It's in the county, and you are able to you roll up to a little dock that Svir is aware of, and there's a flat bottom boat that you're able to take and guide out into the swamp itself. The marsh.
Flat-bottom boats, you make the rocking world go round.
That's
It's not good when a boat rocks.
Oh,
that's right.
well, let me sit down.
I like to think like we get on there and it's just there's just a wand of giant fan and it's like one of those swamp boats and you just like Svir has to sit in the back and just he's holding the wand out the back of the boat like it's like a little outboard motor and it's just the big fan spell just propels us through.
There's enormous ear protection available for all of you. All four of you have like helicopter pilot ear protection.
And
also-
Zach Magical can't help himself, and he says, please, Svir, hold up the wand. I want to talk into it. Oh, I'm talking into one. Wee!
Your cheeks flap in the wind. You know, like you do the thing where your mouth is just wide open.
Skaarf spit starts just like going
just-
everywhere.
I look just like a dog with his head out the window. I love it. I am ecstatic.
Oh yeah.
We'll go to the marsh later. That's my name, Marsh Later.
Oh yeah, you guys are weaving through the cypress trees. There's fallen logs and moss all around you, and just whipping past, you hear barred owls screeching, and birds like barely get out of the way as you come whipping through. As the sun goes down, you see the eye shine of alligators out on the water, and they drop down as your magically enhanced flat bottom boat just skims over top until you see up ahead of you the Marsh Tower. The Marsh Tower is about 30 feet tall, right? There's four windows, kind of one on each side around the top, because this was, after all, a tower at some point. It was a watchtower before some of the earthquakes that have shaped the land recently caused the valley to flood. And so this was once a watchtower, is now sinking into the top. The tower itself is crooked, like one side has sunk down more than the other. There's a couple windows kind of up the sides, and mostly there's one thick wooden door at the base of this tower. There's a nasty, rusty, old iron fence that kind of runs around, and an iron gate that hangs open in the front. It looks like this tower is just being slowly devoured by the swamp around it. The sun is setting, the moon is coming up, the frog chorus is deafening as you guys glide up to this rotted wooden dock in front of the watchtower.
Terrible investment building a watchtower in a swamp.
Oh, yes,
He
this
must
is...
not really be that smart, actually, for a wizard.
No, quite dumb, it seems. And, who could stand all this stench and mud and dirt?
And
Skaarf
frogs.
is rolling around in all of it as you say that.
Oh my god.
Whoa, woof.
I
We're going to have
told
to give
you,
him
he
a
gets
bath
crusty.
later.
He gets so crusty. You do it this time. I don't want to do it anymore.
I can give myself a bath, I just miss a lot of spots. It's hard to get my back.
So should we just knock on the door and be like, "Hey girl, you alright? Like,
Hey, girl, what you say, girl?
hey girl, you want us to save you, or you doing alright?
Yeah, well, maybe I
Leave.
think it could be one of those things where we got to yell up to her and she throws her hair down first, and then we
Yeah.
can climb up to the side.
That's so okay. That's a fair point.
Shall I approach as I am the most charismatic of our group?
Sure.
Most definitely.
Do
Okay.
it.
I would like to go and knock on the door.
Okay.
Hey, Skaarf, shake off first. If you're gonna go,
okay.
you covered him.
And I'm sorry, we're sure he's the most charismatic? I mean, he's vocal cardboard.
He's
Oh,
not.
he's definitely not. But if
It's
there's any
just funny.
traps, if there's any traps, we always prefer it hit him instead
Yeah.
of us.
Oh, yes. I see.
Yeah.
He's not at all.
They taught me that charismatic means the strongest.
You carry
Skaarf.
the most mastic.
That's right, and I can carry most things very well.
Skaarf, I heard somewhere that if you quote 50 Shades of Greyhawk, everyone will know you're friendly, and they will answer any of your questions. So you should just keep doing that. You should do that. Just open up with the worst quote from 50 Shades of Greyhawk.
There are no worse quotes. All of the quotes are quite...
The best one, then. The very best one.
I'm glad that you have appreciated the book as much as I have.
Yes.
I would like to go up to the door, and I would like to knock on it, and I will say, I am in awe of you. I want you. And the thought of anyone else having you is like a knife twisting in my dark soul.
That can't be a real
Oh,
quote.
Zach, did you accidentally give him your sword? That's
The door to the tower opens, and there's about a 3.5 foot tall dragon woman. And so you guys recognize her as a kobold, looking at you, and she says, "Hello, hello. I'm sorry. Did you? Can I help you?"
Hello, yes. I've never wanted more until I met you.
But
What I mean to say...
I'm gonna yell from a. Hey, we're looking for a lady. You got ladies in there?
Oh, there's
I mean, just the one.
There's
Just
a
the
better way
one
to
lady.
phrase that. Sorry.
Miss Duke!
We're looking for a moving statue. Have you seen her?
She looks like this, and I want to get it posed like the statue was posed.
No, it was more like this.
Her name, if that helps any better, is Singer Duke. Singer Duke. Singer Duke.
and she's looking back into the building as if she's looking for instructions from other people. I do not. We are
The
we
more
are not.
you hesitate,
we are
the
not.
more I think she's...
We are not open. We are not open right now.
You're not open. Oh, dear me. I thought we were at a tower. We must have swung by a Marshall's. Is this a Marshall's? Do you have discounted wares because they're slightly damaged? No, don't take us for fools. This is a tower, and we demand satisfaction.
And she's looking inside again. I'm sorry. You cannot be here.
I want to...
Excuse me. Listen. Before my dog friend says anything else. We're not going to get you in any sort of trouble. We really just want to know if she's in there. That's all. And then we'll get paid.
I can't.
Then we'll just say she's dead. It's fine. It's fine. Just tell us if she's in there.
I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder and make an intimidation check, and I'm going to say, There is a very fine line between pleasure and pain. They are two sides of the same coin, one not existing without the other.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Two sides of the same coin.
Finally, we're intimidating women.
She is a dragon woman. I rolled a 16 and I have +4.
Dragon woman is still a woman, Skaarf.
A dirty 20.
She's very intimidated. And she is going to let the door open and step back into the tower. And as you look into the...
I was just going to hand her some coin for her.
You do what?
Well, I brought up a coin in my analogy of... I said, see, just like pain and pleasure, here's a coin.
And she...
So weird.
She her eyes wide, she slowly takes the coin and she kind of looks at it, and then she kind of looks at you, and then she turns and she looks back into the tower. And as the door opens, there's a half dozen more kobolds in this room. So the room is half the tower. It's the front half of the tower. There are two doors. Both of them are open. One of them is open, and you can kind of look back in there, and you see some beds kind of back. This is obviously where these people are kind of living. And the other one is open, and there are flasks and vials and little copper wires and little tubing that's running all around and coiled up and everything. And you guys roll me some perception checks if you don't mind.
Ew.
I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, I rolled a 5. I did not roll well at all.
Zach Magical rolls a 15.
I rolled a 25.
All right. And
Get wrecked.
as you, the rest of you guys all look at this and you see a bunch of kobolds and some flasks and some stuff. Amari, you look and you're kind of taken aback because as you look back into the room with the flasks and the little burners and the bubbling fluids, you recognize there's stacks of bottles and vials and things, and they all have a logo on them, and they all have the logo of the Hopeful Sparrow, the Hopeful Swallow. And the Hopeful Swallow is the alchemy shop in downtown Cinder. It is run by a couple of tieflings, and they are world renowned as the greatest alchemists alive.
What you making in there?
I feel like I know what's happening here.
We make nothing. We make nothing here.
Okay.
There are, sorry, so let me finish up the room you're in. There are just tables and benches and things. They're obviously sort of the common room, and there is a winding staircase that wraps around the tower and heads up to the top level, which was the watchtower.
Okay, so look, I don't care what you're doing in here. I'm not part of the law. I'm just looking for this lady. And if you just let us in and we'll go upstairs, we won't even do anything. I really don't care what you're making. You could be making, like, bombs. I don't care. I don't. It really doesn't bother me.
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Oh, God. Persuasion. That's going to be 13.
She seems uncertain as she looks around and says, she is, there's a half dozen pairs of eyes that are just boring into you. Everyone has stopped what they were doing and they are all looking at you, just wide. And the kobold who opened the door had turned around and said, they are not interested in what we are doing. They only want the girl and they want to go upstairs. And the largest of the kobolds, the only one with a wing, says, let them go upstairs.
And I'm sorry, those accents. Are you Jermaine?
We are Jermaine kobolds, yes.
Yes.
There's so many Jermaines here in this area. It's crazy.
We are very Jermaine. We are Jermaine. I do not want to answer questions about us and our people.
A lot of them came here because
And they all look like tiny Arnold Schwarzenegger crossed with Seth Rogen.
well,
also a dragon.
The BMW factory is here. You know, the big motherfucking wagons. And so that's why a lot of the Germains have come overseas here to work on the BMWs.
Yes, and one of the most renowned wizards of all time, one of the most famous wizards of all time, with his magical owl, Berlin, of course, the wizard, lived in a great castle with a wall down the middle.
Yeah.
Berlin the Magnificent.
That's where Puddle of Blood did that Berlin, the Berlin Wall benefit concert.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I
One of
feel
the best.
I feel
So
that you
let
are
us in.
criticizing the architecture of our tower.
I said nothing.
Okay.
It was them. If you at least let me in, that's all I want.
You all may go upstairs, but then you have to leave after that, and you say that you are not interested in the other things.
We're not interested in it. I mean, I'm very curious. I don't really know what I would do with the information.
You do nothing with the information.
Okay, I really, you know what? I'm not going to press. I'm just going to do what I said. I'm going to go upstairs. But if you wanted to tell me what you're doing, I would really like to know because I'm very curious. But anyway, it's fine.
It is wise for you to leave now. Go up the stairs, please.
I promise we are not narcs. Wink.
You say that you are not the narc, and you wink at me.
Well, right, because I am on your side. I am not a narc.
Then
Wink.
you should just say that you are not the narc, but don't wink. It makes me think that you are not telling me the truth.
No, I'm trying to make a friendly gesture towards you that I am not a narc.
Your friendly
Wink
gesture
with
can
the
be
other
going
eye.
up the stairs.
Shall we head upstairs and find this?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. As they start heading upstairs, I'm gonna go. Oh, I dropped my pocket. I'm like, hey man, if I could go ahead and get, I'd take 2 grams. I'll take my regular order before. I'll go ahead and get it now because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stop on the way out.
Wow, genius. Why have I never thought to say I dropped my pocket?
It happens more often than you think. I really wish they would start sewing them onto pants instead of just like loosely throwing them in there.
Svir would like his normal pickup, please.
I really appreciate you being cool around my friends. They don't really know.
Go upstairs and get the woman and take your friends.
Thank you. Oh, I got it. I found my pocket, guys. Man, that's
Svir. This is not cool.
I'm sorry.
This is not
I
cool.
didn't.
Do not bring your friends here again.
I thought I could have sworn we were going. I thought we were going to go to the swamp on 47. I swear I didn't know we were coming here.
Not cool. Okay. All right. Upstairs. The woman. We cannot get her to leave. At the top of the winding stairs is the doorway into the watchtower level, into the upper level. Again, wooden door closed at the top of the at the landing at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. So if you guys, it's the one up on the left. I mean, I've never been here before. Skaarf, if you could go ahead.
Does anyone have any objections if I use my charismatic skills to open this door?
No, go right ahead, please.
Please.
I would like to kick down the door.
Roll me a athletics check.
Well, thank God he didn't intimidate the door and kick down the woman.
He
It's
has gotten
happened
those
before.
2. Yeah, he switched those 2 before.
It's happened before.
I got a 14.
You kick the door. This door is not meant to withstand any sort of actual punishment. This is not a fortification door. It's very much just sort of an internal door. It flies open and there is a scream from inside the room. And this brunette woman in dark blue robe spins around and looks at you and says, "Oh my God, Skaarf."
I am here.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
While everyone else overpays for their adventuring gear, you could be saving big money at the Dragon Horde and Pawn. My name is Kane Dean, and here at the Dragon Horde and Pawn, All of our weapons, potions, and adventuring accessories are sold below wholesale. Come in for fantastic savings on pre-owned merchandise like musical instruments from fallen bards, magical potions, jewelry, collectibles, and of course, weapons and armor. Located at 2300 Sword Avenue in beautiful Cinder, Dragon Horde Pond. If you've got a quest, shop at the place where the prices are the best. We'll see you soon.
And now, back to the show.
Skaarf? Skaarf, is that you? Skaarf, you are looking at Kaylee Davis, a yoga cleric, that you had a short, passionate relationship with and then had to extricate yourself from. How did you know Kaylee Davis? And why is she so upset to see you?
A yoga cleric? Ooh, you downward dog.
Okay. I think Kaylee, I was trying to learn how to be more limber. So I was taking classes with her, and it was one of those things where we weren't supposed to be seeing our instructor. But I definitely, I don't, I'm trying to think of an appropriate way to say it. I didn't want to say I marked my territory. I'm not going to pee on her.
That's the appropriate way to say it. Wow, think a little harder, friend.
No, but I think she got a little too. She wanted me to stay home more, and I'm off trying to, make an adventure of myself, and I don't have time to just stay at home and stretch. I need to. I'm stretching for a reason. I'm not stretching at home to stretch more. I'm stretching at home so I can go out and.
What's the point of doing warrior pose if you can't actually be a warrior?
That is right.
Yeah.
This dog will not be domesticated.
I see that you're out doing your adventuring things that you do, and here I am.
Again.
Here I am.
Yes, I've brought my friends that you are not a big fan of as well.
I am
Svir and
not.
Amari. Also, we have a new friend. His name is Zach Maghical.
Hello.
Maybe Zach Maghical is more reliable than Skaarf.
Are you more reliable than I am?
I don't know you terribly well, but I have to assume yes, definitely.
Probably. Most people are.
Great. I never wanted to see your face again. Do you know what you did to me when you left and you said you were going to be a champion, and I said, you're my champion, and you said, you don't have a trophy.
I have made my way as I've been a champion of a few different armies at this point, but now I must. I apologize if I have hurt your feelings, but at the same time, I am not that sorry.
You son of a bitch.
I would just like to say, I really appreciate you using his real name and not the nickname you gave him, Nama.
Yes.
Namaste.
Those days are over. There's no more namaste for you.
Okay, it was really great seeing you again.
What, you're not going to rescue me? Is that what it is now? Like you're
Well,
an adventurer?
Are you here
and come
against? No, that's not.
This
rescue.
is
That's-
this is awkward. Yeah, we're
I
actually
am-
supposed to be rescuing somebody else.
Yes,
I'm looking for a woman
What?
who looks like
Wait.
this, and I pose like the statue.
I'm sorry. What the fuck did you just say? You're rescuing someone? Are you
here against your
hell
will?
No. No.
I-
No. If some other bitch is here against her will, I am going to lose my shit.
I can
no.
rescue you as well if you need rescuing. I just didn't. You were not the purpose.
Scarf, you don't owe anything to her, Scarf. You don't.
You owe me what you took from me 3 weeks.
You want me to spend 3 more weeks with you and then leave
I
again?
want you to give me back the 3 weeks that you took from me. I am here. If anyone's going to be rescued from this tower, it isn't me.
If I may step in, I know I'm not involved terribly, but just the master of observation. Ma'am, if I may, 3 weeks with a scarf is fantastic. I mean, most people only get, 2 months max with a scarf, and even then is peppered in some good days. But to expect a scarf year-round, that's insane.
Well,
If you were to walk around with a scarf year-round, you would look insane.
You would.
We live with the
There
guy.
are
And we don't even do
appropriate
that.
seasons to be with Skaarf.
it
Yes.
does make me feel good that you have aged terribly.
That was my fault.
I fell prey to a trap that made me look older, but I am still only 35.
Anyway.
We're gonna leave you here.
Yeah, salutations to your son and all, but we have work to do.
I'm okay.
So the other door.
So wait.
No.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
No.
I came here.
Okay.
I came here at Azal's request.
Oh God. Okay.
And
Whatever.
I threw pebbles at his window and he did not answer.
Well,
And
I'm
so
sorry, tough luck.
I let myself in.
Okay.
And I
That's
have
a
not
surprise.
seen him. And
So
now
you're not-
I am wondering, is there someone else that he is seeing?
So what you're
And
telling me is that you're here on your own accord and you don't need rescuing and you made a hubbub out of nothing like you always do.
Azal is playing hard to get and
Okay.
I play the game.
Okay.
All
I
right.
just...
If
No,
what we
And
were,
unlike-
it's fine. It's between her and I. She's just being a bitch again. Listen, girl.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go. You
Yeah.
don't know what it's like to be a single woman in a town with adventurers coming
Have you-
and going and earthquakes.
Have you ever sought a relationship with a higher being? Think about it. It's very good. It's why I am not such a wretched person like you are. Because I found a higher power that loves me
I found a
way
higher
more
power,
than anyone else.
and
So
his
you
name.
should do it.
his na-
You should go find a temple, get your shit together, stop being such a bitch, just walk out of the tower like you walked into it. Don't make it Skaarf's job
Oh.
to get you out. Because you came here on your own accord, you silly twat.
There's just tears flowing down her face. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think you're right.
I am!
I thought Azal photocopy was the higher power that I needed.
No, he's just a stupid wizard.
I don't think he even cares about me.
He doesn't.
Oh my god. You're right.
Get out of here.
Oh my
Do-
god.
Do yourself a favor, go by the animal shelter and pick you up a couple of cat cows.
And during
Oh my
all this, Zach Magical takes out a little notepad, and at the top of the notepad it says, names for a possible tavern to open, and he adds to the already long list, silly twat. And then he puts the silly twat.
You're welcome. I want 20%.
20%? Okay, deal.
Maybe I'll be nice and say 15 if you give me a drink discount.
Oh my god. This makes so much sense.
Yes.
Oh my
it
god,
does.
you see right through me. In all my yoga studies, this is the enlightenment I was looking for.
Yeah.
Are you Oh my god. What are you doing? I feel like I should help you. You've helped me. What are you looking for?
Singer Duke.
I don't know who that is.
Singer Duke.
Oh, before you came here, I was looking through Azal's belongings and just going through his drawers
Mm.
and everything like that. And yeah, I found these. And she pulls out a collection of letters from the bedside table and hands them over to you, Amari.
Oh, thank you. I really wish hand sanitizer existed in this time because I don't want her germs. But what do they say?
They start off and they're dated, and they start off and they're quite cordial at the beginning, and they're addressed to Azul, and they are signed by Singer Duke. And at first, they are an admiration of his wizarding work and his philanthropy. And as you go through them, they become more serious. And then there are mentions of rendezvous and coming out to the tower for some dinners to discuss his philanthropy, and then they get rather graphic to the point that Skaarf would enjoy them.
I
And-
just want to say I was right.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty happy here.
Yeah.
If we find her. So there was another door, right?
They're
Like a second door.
back downstairs. There's a door into a sleeping area and a door into the laboratory that those guys were in. As you keep reading through the letters, you do get to a place where the tone sort of shifts, and you see things like, I'm sorry I had to leave so suddenly. Something urgent came up and I was not able to be here. And then in the next letter, I have work stuff coming up and I will not be around for the next few days. And then finally you see, apologies, I should have told you sooner. The gnome knows he works for my husband. He is watching me. And those are the last letters that you find. Kaylee Davis says, yeah, those are, I was actually up here just, making sure that I knew, who I was pursuing. And I found those.
Wow,
And
going through his stuff, looking through his letters. Do you also listen to his chain mails?
I mean, if they're just, anything that's just, I feel like, a girl has to be careful these days.
You were not very careful. You literally came to a thing in the swamp, threw pebbles at a window, and then just walked in, waiting for some strange man.
Well,
There's
To
kobolds
heal-
downstairs. You know that, right?
I feel like you're making life judgments about me.
I am. Absolutely.
He has a workshop underneath the floor on the first level.
Hmm.
Mhm.
It's through the laboratory.
Okay.
Team
feel-
huddle.
Hey, real quick.
Oh,
Thank you for helping me get I'm gonna go.
You are welcome.
No.
Not you, asshole.
that was
You are
yeah.
welcome.
This is his other
Sometimes,
nickname.
sometimes we all need a cognitive recalibration.
Okay.
By either someone yelling at us or someone knocking someone else in the head.
Okay.
And I did the former for you. Just do me a favor, go to a temple in like another town, far, far, far away. Devote yourself to that temple and just never come back.
Yes. Pay it
Roll me,
forward.
You can roll me a persuasion check. You can roll with advantage because of Zach Magical's coming with assistance at the end.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
So that's another 13 with advantage.
Okay. She's like, I'm going to go back to town and just think about some things.
Okay. Well, just don't keep doing what you're doing.
I feel like you're judging me again.
I am. I'm doing it for a reason. Because you're just an awful person. And the more that you're not an awful person, the less I will talk like this to you.
It's been working for me.
Simple equation here.
She gathers up her belongings and pushes past you and down the stairs.
Goodbye.
And she has high heels. High heels are clicking down the stone stairs.
All right, team huddle. Okay. We get paid whether we show up with the lady or just evidence of where the lady is. Now, we have a strong running history of doing the bare minimum, and I see an opportunity to do this once again. Now, we could fight, and Skaarf could get hurt. Or we can just turn these in and say, well, it looks like she ran away. Maybe just poke our heads into the lab and give her a heads up that
But
someone's
also,
looking for her.
do you miss the detail about the gnome? the gnome knows something. The gnome knows something. So then we can give him the letters, gather our money, and he can handle it himself. With his own people.
That's even better.
Right?
May I see the letters again?
You can see the letters, but it's the same deal as when you read Greyhawk at home. If you're going to lick yourself, you have to go into the other room.
Please make sure that the pages don't stick together when you give them back.
I'll let you hold on to them.
Thank you. I know he couldn't make that promise.
When she said there was a laboratory under the floor, did she mean the basement?
Well, she said that there was the laboratory, the door to the laboratory, and he had a place under the laboratory, I think.
There's
So
a laboratory under the laboratory.
There's a laboratory under the laboratory.
Oh, I'd be curious to check that out.
Yes, let's go. I really want to know what this man's all about.
Yeah,
Not
I think
in the same
we've
way-
invaded these people's personal space enough.
Listen, Svir, we all know that you get your stuff from here. Like, you didn't need
Well,
to.
I never.
I dropped my
never
pocket bullshit. Come on. We know what you do
I have.
in the cupboard at home.
Yes,
I have
we
no idea
know the
what you're
euphemism. I'm going to go to the bathroom and drop my pocket. I'll be right back.
You
Are
do
you-
realize there's a smell.
Are you tired? No, I just dropped my pocket.
Well,
Why are your eyes red? I'm crying because I dropped my
Drop
pocket.
my pocket.
it happens, guys. Pocket dropping is a very common problem. I
No,
don't
it's
know
not.
why. I feel very attacked right
No
now.
one has that
And
problem.
it's just
but you. Everyone
Sometimes-
else has real pockets that are
hey,
sewn into their pants.
sometimes adventures get really long, and I just need to pick me up. Okay, all right. Is it my problem that there is a national crisis in Cinder? I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's just we all know, and you keep trying to hide it, and it's so funny.
I'm not hiding anything. Wait,
Oh.
who's hiding? Who's
I dropped my pocket.
look at? Well, I've left my pocket downstairs, and and he's gonna go downstairs.
Amari.
What?
He goes, Jermaine, I'm sorry, I tried to get him out of here, but they're gonna go in the laboratory. I'm really sorry. I'll pay double next time. Please don't tell them I use drugs. They have no idea I use drugs. Just keep it together. I think everything's gonna be okay. Okay.
This
Hey
is
guys,
not
I
okay.
talked to they're cool with us coming down. It's it's okay.
What? I didn't say that you are.
Shh, shh. I just start handing him more gold. I just
Roll me,
here.
roll me a persuasion check with advantage because you're frantic.
Please just keep this under wraps. I think they're on to me. It's not great. You said persuasion. It's a 12 minus 1. It's an 11.
This is not no. This is no. This is no. Svir, you disgrace yourself. You come here and
Please don't make me switch plugs. It took me so long to find where this swamp was.
Svir, you came in here and we let you go upstairs and see the woman who was up there, and now you are back and you want to go.
She did leave. She did leave. I'm sorry, Jermaine. If you can find it in your heart to forget. Oh, here they come. Thank you, stranger, for allowing us into your home. I took care of it, guys.
So is he picking up more pockets? I am confused. He buys his pockets from here.
Yes. So, listen, we don't care what you're doing here. I don't care. I really don't.
You said
There is
that
a room-
before.
There is a room under your laboratory that we kind of want to look at. Listen, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care. I'm not going to say anything. I really am not a narc. I won't wink. No, that's stupid.
That is stupid.
So, stop it. Stop it.
Sorry.
May we go into the laboratory?
Does Azul know that
I'll give
are
you
coming?
like 3 gold.
That is insulting.
I'll give you like 5 gold.
That is still insulting. I do not want your money.
We have a really great
I'll give you like
sword.
1 gold.
Oh yes, let me find it here. Here's a sword that protects you against your worst enemy.
That is impressive. Roll me a deception check there.
That is a backward sword. Why would you give me a backward sword?
15.
He's like, this seems to be a fair trade. I will hold your sword.
This is a drowse. It's a
what?
backward sword, a drowse.
That is interesting.
Hmm.
I will hold this sword, and you can go see Adal downstairs. You must all swear that you will remember nothing of
We-
your
Pinky
visit.
promise.
Yes, we've seen
Pinky
nothing.
promise, please.
Yes, pinky promise as well.
Thank you. Svir,
I
your
promise.
pinky is no good here. Dogman,
I will, of course, pinky promise.
do not wink at me, please. Thank you.
Link.
Your friend is idiot.
Yes.
This way, please.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so you guys head into the laboratory, and you see all kinds of alchemy going down. So they are baking and cooking and making all kinds of stuff. You see the Hopeful Swallow logos all over everything, and they kind of are. Everyone seems to be real tense that you're here, and Jermaine pulls up a rope that is kind of laying in the cracks between the stones on the floor and lifts a false stone out of the way, and there is a short staircase descending into the darkness. And Jermaine says, I hope that Azul is accepting of your visit.
As we're
Goodbye.
walking away, Svir is going to be like, Jermaine, I know this means nothing, but I am very sorry, and I'll go back to my old dealer, Verde Kinko's.
Svir, I'm very disappointed, and this does affect our relationship.
I'm disappointed in myself.
You should be disappointed.
Severe, if it helps, you can have some of my pockets.
I don't deserve you, Skaarf. I mean, who saved who? Anyway, good. Start going down the steps.
Svir,
I follow.
yes, don't call us. We will call you. And you guys descend these wooden staircase. It's a tight little spiral wooden staircase that wraps down. It goes down about 15 to 20 feet, and you hear chanting down below. There's flickering green light in this space that has been carved out of the stone, sort of the bedrock that the tower was at least partially built on. There is the sound of dripping water. There is water kind of leaching down the walls because, again, this is a submerged space in a swamp. And sort of the flickering green magical light, and you do hear chanting as if someone is casting a spell. And that's what you guys encounter as you come down the stairs.
Can we start joining in on the chanting? Chanting.
Chanting. Chanting.
As you wind your way down the stairs, you are in this space that has been carved out in the stone. There are some just very basic accoutrements. There are, just sort of crappy, thick wooden bookshelves. There are some sort of talismans and skulls and things that are laid on these shelves. There are runes carved into the floor and into the walls. There is a man in a long green cloak, a human man. His cowl is pulled back. You can see he has sort of long blonde hair. He is standing in front of a brazier that has these green flames sort of rising up, and he is actively casting a spell. His back is to you.
So he's standing in front of a brazier? Like Dairy
not
Queen?
a brazier.
Oh.
Not a brazier.
Oh, I was thinking like Dairy Queen.
No, not a blizzard or a brazier. a brazier. Like one of those metal fire pits you see at Home Depot.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, a metal fire pit, not two brothers coming of wealth fighting with their dad, and there's a dog, and then, okay, yes, a brazier. Yes, yes. Nark, kidding, friend. Who's there? It's us.
Oh my God. And he's still sort of trying to cast a spell because he's really like into it. And you guys kind of walked in on him and he looks really embarrassed, but he's 3/4 of the way through the spell. And he's kind of looking at you and then still sort of trying to chant as best he can.
Is he attractive? Is that right?
Yeah, roll me a flat D20.
Oh man, I remember when I was a kid, my mom walked in on me casting a spell one time. It was so embarrassing.
I got a 13 on my
He's a 13.
Check.
Yeah, he's about a 13.
13 out of 10?
No, he's
good.
Wow.
he's a
Wow, he's a regular Chris Hemsworth.
Well, hold on. A swamp 13 is like a village 3.
he is a swamp 13.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Still better than the rest of these people that I'm with.
Oh yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not a bad looking guy. He's as far as a swamp person goes, he's a 10 plus.
I've been a big fan of all the village people, so I don't want to hear. They're all 10s to me. Okay.
Sir, we have come here because we have been tasked to find Singer Duke.
Who let you in? Who let you in here?
We let our own selves in, sir.
You're looking for Singer?
Yes.
Is
she dead?
Yes, just tell us now. If she's dead, tell us now. Spare us any wasted time.
Fine.
It looks like
honestly,
this.
it's fine. We don't care if she's dead. We just need to know the answer.
It's a need to know basis, and we unfortunately do need to know.
Yeah.
Like, if you killed her, it's fine.
I did not kill her. She's dead. I didn't know, but like, wait, I feel like you're not letting me finish.
And
That's fine. It's really fine.
Zach takes out a notepad and he flips to a different page. And after what Svir said, on his notebook, there's a page that says possible names for a bakery. And he puts, Zach writes down, need the dough, need the dough basis.
A need to dough basis.
On a need to dough basis.
On a need to know basis.
She's dead, but just hold on one second. Just wait a second, and he's gonna keep casting his spell for another minute.
Okay, yeah, we'll wait.
This awkward.
I can't do it when you
running into your ex. That was really weird.
It was
I can't
quite-
do
I
it
did
when you
not
guys are
expect-
watching me. Can you turn away, please?
Oh, God. Do you see, when you cast a spell because, a god helps you, you never have that whole shyness. Spell shyness. It just comes out.
Yeah, there's a little bit of lag. Yeah.
I'm almost done.
Don't say that. Just finish.
Oh God, he's shaking. He's shaking. You just shake twice after you're done casting a spell. Any more than that, you're just playing with yourself, man. Come on.
Whew. Did it!
This is embarrassing.
And there's the green.
He's one of those wizards that pulls his robes all the way down to the ground to cast a spell.
Just like a child or an old man.
He's now standing in front of the brazier, and the green flames have come together and formed into the image of the woman that you saw as a statue at the dragon horde and pawn. And there she is with her hands just held in the same
That's
pose.
the lady we're looking for.
That's her.
Oh. And the man turns and says, It's Singer.
Let me guess. She needs 5 teenagers with attitude.
We're not trying to we're not. Now that you say that, I'm like, oh man, do I need a squad of superheroes? No, I don't. We were just gonna talk.
Okay, so... who killed you?
She goes, It was the gnome.
Okay, that's fine. That's all we need to know. Bye.
Wait, I feel
Joe
that
Rogan.
I have more to say.
If you could hurry this up, the Sunday special is almost done, and like
We're
really
really trying to
can't
get back to the
overemphasize
buffet.
how
I feel like
hungry
you're-
we are.
I feel like you're working on a 90-minute timeline for some reason.
No, it's just
Yeah, then the afternoon buffet is only open for 90 minutes.
Okay.
And if they have to pay for the amount that I eat, they get quite angry.
We do.
I love Azul. I love
Okay.
Azul. I couldn't
Okay.
live my life at the Dragon Horde
Okay.
Pond.
Okay.
Zach, you're writing all this down,
This-
right?
gonna-
Yes, find a new page here.
I just cut to. Okay, I see this is not going the way that I wanted. Anyway, look. Long story short, fell in love with another guy. One of the toadies that works for my husband found out, and he murdered me in the swamp when I was leaving. You can find my body in a log, a couple hundred yards.
We won't.
I mean, I'm clutching the dagger that killed me, and it was from the Dragon Horde Pond. If that
Okay.
it's kind of a smoking gun.
Yeah, you had us until you
All
said where it
right.
was from. We thought maybe there was some value to it. But,
It was a very functional dagger at a very affordable price.
You
It
lost
wasn't
me.
one of them backwards daggers, was it?
I didn't kill myself, if that's what you... No, like the gnome... I know what you're talking about, and that's a stupid sword, and I don't know why my husband has it. I know what you're talking about, and I'm insulted that you would act like that's how my life ended.
Well, you're
And just-
dead, so.
Just because your husband was very specific, were there any valuables on your body when you passed away?
No, I mean, no. I
All right.
didn't.
We have these
didn't-
letters that are in your handwriting, correct? And I show her.
Where?
Those are my letters that I wrote to us all.
Yes, and it
Okay.
says that the gnome knows, so I feel like we are able to use this as evidence. And
Yes, so
we can just
we'll
leave
find
your
your
body in the
stupid
log.
stinky body. We'll find your stupid stinky body, and then we'll get the death.
Yes, and what was this you mentioned about a toady?
The toady know me.
The Nomi, yeah.
The story. The Dragon Horde and Pond.
I meant like the.
Oh,
like,
now
you
it's
know,
clear. The toady know me at the Dragon Horde. Okay, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I too am aware of what they are talking about completely.
So one last question, and then I'm gonna leave because I really don't care. But what's with this guy? Why are all these people so obsessed with this photocopy printer?
With
guy?
Azul. Oh,
Yes.
and she kind of puts her hands out towards him, like, oh, he is wonderful.
I hear he has a powerful laser jet.
I haven't
He
been
has-
a fan of the toner he's taken with us.
You should see his magic missiles. He is wonderful. You see, you know the kobolds upstairs?
Uh-huh.
Never met him.
They make the potions
Okay.
for the hope for swallow. And as you know, no one would buy kobold potions,
Okay.
but he says they're from him.
Well, even if he says that, I know photocopy can seem like a nice guy, but he might seem magenta even, but he's cyan. He's cyan to you.
He's an original.
He doesn't tell the truth. He's cyan to you. What?
He's an original. He's one of a kind.
No.
No one else like
Explain
him.
Caleb's dead.
Did you know he had another woman hidden away?
Let's go.
Yeah. Like the green flame starts to flicker red.
Oh no!
Yeah. You
Someone's
hear
about to lose their voice.
Azul's like, she was a rebound. Like I was so upset, and she was just at the bar, and like, honey, I was mourning, and I didn't.
As we're running up, we just see all the different pictures of where he's cloned himself over the years. He's like photocopy 1, Azul photocopy the 4th, Azul photocopy the 5th.
Oh yeah, he's the 9th in his line.
Yeah. Azul photocopy, 9th of his name.
Oh my god.
Oh, this photocopy is just genitals. Must have been at a holiday party. Imagine a wizard that's just genitals.
Yeah. And this photocopy is way too big. And this photocopy is way too small.
I think this one is just right.
As you all escape from the tower, you hear cracks and pops and screams, unholy screams from beneath the tower. The kobolds begin to evacuate the tower as well. And Jermaine looks at Svir and says, "This is your fault. This is why you don't come to my place."
Hey, so I was totally not at fault for this. So can I come get stuff from you?
When this calms down, you can come, but be alone. Don't bring this stupid one.
Yeah. No, I'll absolutely be alone.
Or the
I
fancy
know the
one.
rules.
I too could always afford to buy more pockets.
Yeah.
Do not bring the stupid one or the fancy one. Or Svir. He is dead to me.
You've got it.
There's
All
only
right.
one way we can solve this, Jermaine, and that's a good old-fashioned duel. Draw your blade.
Later, we've got a body to find.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Jermaine
Well-
pulls out his self-inflicting wound sword. You do not want piece of this.
I kind of do one of these things. And run away. This isn't over.
I will clean up the mess you made, Svir.
I'll be back.
You will not be back. You are cut off. You are no longer the customer. The customer is not always right, and I know that because you are the customer and you are wrong.
Before I go though, it's. Can I get 2 more? It's a 2 more.
Yes, very quickly. Very quick. Kai, give Svir 2, please.
The two.
It's that. Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was trying to find ways. While we're waiting, who's your daddy, and what does he do?
What does he do? So we're gonna go try to find this body.
Well, my dear friend,
Yeah.
if I may interject, I believe that I've served my purpose here. I guess all I've done is perhaps ease that yoga woman's tension as she fled. But I fear looking for a body is a little too nasty for this cleric, so I am going to be on my way. I perchance hope to meet up with you all again, but dabbling in dead bodies and rot and guts and intestines is not really my bag, so I bid you all adieu. It was great to spend some time with you, and I hope we can catch up again.
Of course.
Yeah, we're gonna need a copy of. We're gonna need a copy of those notes that you took down.
Of course, let
good.
me just write down the silly twat, okay, and on a need-the-dough basis. There we go. Here you go. Here's a copy of my notes. I hope they serve you well in looking for a dead woman. I think you have all the information you need.
You'll be surprised. It would probably help a lot, actually.
Of course. And my one final piece of advice is that if you do run into any toadies, remember to hold the covers tighter. I think that's the toadies. It's been 20-some years since I've heard of the toadies, but I believe that was one of the things, was to hold the covers tighter.
I believe you.
Yes. Farewell, my friends.
Farewell, Zach Magical.
It was an honor doing an adventure with you.
You're a good boy. Don't let anyone tell you any different. You're a good boy.
All right, we found her. Here you go. Plop that down on the counter for us, Skaarf.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Singer Duke. Oh my God, my baby. You're very dead. Oh
I
my
feel like
goodness.
We are not the ones who have done this. We have only found her body.
You who killed my wife?
I'm gonna put the dagger on the
Oh.
shop table.
And then we slide the letters across the table as well.
And can I make a sleight of hand to try to slide one of them back?
The letter. You're gonna try to get the letters back.
Just one.
Roll a sleight of hand to see. Yeah, you're going for one in the middle of the pile, which is when things got real steamy.
You got a 9?
He smacks your hand and goes, "Excuse you, sir. These are private correspondences from my wife."
I have not read them.
Good. I'm going to go ahead and
But there's some
blindly
good stuff in
assume
there.
your discretion. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So everything's here. In summary, your wife was having an affair with a wizard.
No.
Your helper guy is the one. Him right there. Yeah, you. He's the one that killed her. And that's pretty much it. Time to pay up.
Him?
It was him. Yeah, the whole time.
It was Bibby the Circuit Nobblenese? Bibby the Circuit, did you murder my wife? And Bibby just kind of stops where he is. And then slowly turns and walks back into the back of the building through the little doors that go back into the employee-only
Skaarf,
area.
fetch!
I go after and grab him.
Oh, hey, roll me an athletics check against Bibby.
That's
Bibby
a
the
natural
Circuit.
19.
Baby!
Oh yeah, you hawk Bibby the Circuit down as he tries to run. You realize there's a moonshine operation going on in the back of the pawn shop as well, which is what Bibby's been working on. And he pushes over a keg and a carafe and tries to make it out the back door before you pounce upon him, Skaarf, and drag him back into the central part of the store.
With a 25, could I also grab a glass of shine?
You can absolutely also get a little flask for yourself while you're back there. Bibby, how could you? Boss, I did it for you, boss. She was cheating on you, boss. And I just couldn't let her get away with it, boss. I'm sorry, but she had to pay for being unfaithful. Oh, Bibby. Oh, Bibby the Circuit. Oh, Bibby. Oh. All right. You all have met the quest, and you have brought me the wife of my body and the answers to my questions. Choose from among my wares. Choose from among my wares here at the Dragonhorn and Pawn the reward that you would like to have.
And that's going to be it for today's episode. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for listening to the show. We really appreciate it. We hope you had fun. We had fun. Thank you to our special guest, Adal Rifai, for joining us today. We had a blast with you. We hope you come back. We'd love to have you again. And if you haven't checked out his shows, check them out. Hello from the Magic Tavern. Hey, Riddle. They real good. And I think you'll like it. While you're checking stuff out, check out our social media pages. We post some fun art by our friend, Carrie Nelson, and we post when we're putting up new episodes, which is normally every 2 weeks, but life happens and sometimes it's not. So check those pages out. We got YouTube, we got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got Twitch, and that's going to be at Blue Ridge Adventurer's Guild or at BragPod, which is just a shortened version of our name. The next episode in our normal story arc is going to take place, is going to be released in 2 weeks. That's Monday, April 12th. And that'll go back to our normal storyline. So if you're listening to this, if you're a regular listener and you were listening to this and you're like, oh, where does this fit? This is the Horde in another dimension. So we're just going to do like Marvel Studios does, and we're just going to jump into another dimension. So same people, different dimension, technically is canon. But this episode kind of took place outside of our regular story arc. So don't worry about spoilers or any confusion there. This is just kind of an alternate dimension where the Horde does the things that they do. So yeah, next episode, 2 weeks, April 12th. Tell your friends, write an iTunes review, listen to old episodes. These are all great things you can do to help us out. We appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you next time. Bye.